So, Kenny, today is the 13-year anniversary of a classic promo in wrestling history. You know, Kenny, they say that all men are created equal, but you look at me, you look at Samoa Joe, and you see that statement is not true. See, normally, if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best chance to beat me. Then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, three-way at sacrifice, you got a 33 and 1/3 chance of winning, but I got a 66 and 2/3 chance because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me. He's not even going to try. So Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and 1/3 chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 and 1/3 chance of winning at sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning. Shut up. If we was to go 1-on-1 and then add 66 2/3%, I got 141 2/3 chance of winning at sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie. They spell disaster for you at sacrifice.
I love Scott Steiner.
Oh my god. Bro, my head hurts from saying it. God damn. I'm trying to make sense of it as I was saying. That's where I fucked up.
Mm-hmm. That's where everybody messes up at when they do that promo and they try to make sense of it.
Bro, I challenge you to write that shit on paper. I don't think that's the correct answer.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think that's the right answer, bro. I'm not good at numbers. I'm not good at math. I don't think that's the right answer, though.
I don't think that's the right answer either.
I know in my heart of hearts. But, hey, I'm not going to argue with Scott motherfucking Steiner either. So
yeah, I don't want no smoke. I don't think it's the right answer either. And again, I'm like you. Math ain't my thing. So me.
Nope. I'm good. He is a genetic freak and he owns Shoney's, and I love Shoney's. So that being said, Kenny, it's the first of the month. On a Saturday. You know what that means. Live via satellite. It is the Gorilla Game Podcast. I am Carlos Crawford, alongside with me, my co-host, Kenny Whitaker. This week, we talk about the NFL draft because it literally just ended mere hours ago with the Mr. Irrelevant being taken by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But first, pin count. I honestly have no sponsor this week because, well, you'll see why in a little bit. There was a lot of work that needed to be done that I did, that I roped Kenny into doing. So I know what I posted on Instagram and what was going to be first, but I led with that. So we're going to start pin count second instead of first, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw the Instagram post, but anywho. So listen. You have to revisit Babe Ruth's ethnicity, buddy. I don't know if you were on Twitter over the week, but there was a thread that revealed a lot of interesting facts about one George H. Ruth. So Let me desktop. I want to share this. Whatever. Yeah. Cool. So let's start here. Shout.
Oh my goodness.
So Slangdini posted a tweet, said Babe Ruth with his cousins.
Wow.
now
And-
out of all these faces in the crowd, which one sticks out to you the most?
Man.
Anyone in particular?
Yeah.
Which one?
Ruth.
That's it, Kenny?
Everybody's all black.
I mean, just
Like it's his cousins. Like how I don't.
well, we'll come back to that.
Like that. Everybody's. Wow.
Now, he continues on. He says, all I know is Ty Cobb hated black people and hated Babe Ruth, whose nickname was Nigger Lips in MLB, and daughter claims he was barred from coaching because he would have used black players prior to Jackie Robinson. If Babe Ruth was a coach, Jackie Robinson wouldn't have been the one that broke the color barrier. That's wild to your boy.
Yeah.
Oh, and somehow took Bill Bojangles everywhere he went. He was the first black man in a Yankees dugout. It's all kind of interesting. Now, he posts the article that Babe Ruth's daughter, spoke on. We won't 100% get into it. We'll continue with the thread because it has excerpts of that article. Now, Babe Ruth is the only player that shows up at a Harlem church.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Now, mind you, the years of Ruth's popularity in New York. Let's start there, right? 1 month later, on October 8th, 1923, 2 days before the World Series, Ruth was the guest of honor at a Harlem fundraiser for the benefit of the Mother AME Zion Church. Other white celebrities had similarly committed to attend, but only Babe kept his word. He donated not only his valuable time, but also contributed some autographed balls along with $20 out of his pocket. For Babe Ruth, this was not an unusual display of unbiased charity. During his fall barnstorming tour after his celebrated 1927 season, the Murderer's Row season, Kenny, the Bambino visited the Guardian Angel Home for Negroes in Kansas City on October 15th. There's a delightful photo from that event showing a beaming Ruth holding a black infant in his arms. In addition, he had personally hosted 50 orphans from that institution during the exhibition game on that same date. He's pretty down, Kenny. Now, Ty Cobb was racist. Cobb once refused to stay in the same hunting cabin with Babe Ruth, who was rumored to be of mixed blood. Said Cobb, I've never bedded down with a nigger, and I'm not going to start now. Yeah, fuck Ty Cobb. Like, it is many a example. The whole league thought he was black just because of his facial features off that alone. Like, when he was in Boston, which, yeah, that makes perfect sense because it's Boston, they, like, called him Tarzan, Big Baboon, the Big Pig. It's amazing. And then, not only that, he gave Bumpy Johnson a Cartier watch for Christmas. Bumpy Johnson, Kenny. Godfather of Harlem, Kenny.
Man.
It's actually amazing. Which brings me back to this picture. This color actually makes me think the brother was saying, "Babe, dark is my hand." Yeah, right.
Hey.
Whole time, Babe on your man's looking like, "Well, I'll be."
Hey, yo.
Absolutely amazing. Like, come
Oh.
on. Like, come on.
Yo, look at this fella right there.
This
Yo.
is his first season in New York.
Yo.
Like, this is after the Boston trade. And honestly,
That's the
Babe Ruth is the genesis of that rivalry.
yeah.
Then that's his father. Like, come on. Come on.
Bruh.
Come on. Looks very Creole to me. That's all I'm saying, even though he's German.
Yeah.
Then not only that, Babe Ruth is from Baltimore. So, like,
Yeah.
accent? Hey, Kitty. Kitty. Kitty.
Hey, yo.
Babe. Hey, Kitty. Hey, Ruth.
Hey, go ahead. I can't stand you.
Oh, this is so much fun.
No.
So, black people love them some Babe Ruth, though. Yeah. So, during the 1922 World Series at the Polo Grounds, a Giants player named John Rawlings shouted racial slurs at Ruth. After the game, Ruth burst into the Giants locker room and challenged Rawlings to the fade, my nigga. Only when Ruth noticed the baseball writer standing nearby did he calm himself. According to the biographer Robert Creamer, Ruth begged the journalist not to write anything about the incident. He told Rawlings, "I don't mind being called a prick and a cocksucker, but none of that personal stuff."
Mm-hmm.
Bro, let's we might get mad on this. When Ruth retired early in the 1935 season, he received countless offers to play exhibition games all over the country, including many in the New York area. With the exception of a police charity game in Minneapolis, he ignored them all until September 29th. What was the location that Babe Ruth chose for his first postseason retirement Big Apple appearance? It was at Dyckman Oval in Harlem against the New York Cubans. Babé Ruth.
Man, pull that Dyckman.
Black Dominican, ladies and gentlemen. This is crazy. Said cops didn't like him. That might be his biggest giveaway. That was one of the comments. Bro, this is
somebody
wild.
tagged Miro in it too.
Yeah, that it is. All I'm saying is supposed to get off trouble. I'll be damn vibes. So yeah, I am inclined to believe that. Oh, come on, bro! Look how big that cat is.
Come on, bro. Yeah. Come on, bro. You can't deny what it is, Brody. Look at it. You can't deny, bro. With that coat and that hat, bro, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Ain't no fucking way. With that being said, yeah, no, like
ain't no way.
If you told me if there was like like a development that happened and it confirmed that Babé Ruth is in fact Black Dominican,
man,
or at least has some Black Dominican in him, I believe it.
Believe it too.
I definitely believe it. So yeah, I'm inclined to. You know what? From here on out, though, we may have to call him Babe Ruth.
Oh my goodness. Hey man.
One of those names are going to be the episode title. It's definitely going to be a sequel for Babe Ruth. That's what happened. Like that's a hell of a highlight. Like, what do you mean? You kidding me? At any rate, switched to number 2. Whoopsh. So NFL draft came and went. Kenny, are you satisfied with what Philly ended up with?
Yes, I am actually. I'm very sad. I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied because it looked like they actually took time to address holes that they really needed. So, like the top 2, of course, was Devonta Smith, the high profile, everybody knows. But then they drafted the O lineman from Alabama too, Landon Dickerson.
Yes.
And he could play all 5 positions. I'm like, okay. It's like y'all trying to make something going forward. You know what I'm saying? They drafted one of my personal favorites, Jacoby Stevens, LSU. And then they went ahead and drafted Kenneth Gainwell from Memphis. I'm like, okay. Nice little pickup. Like they're trying to build some offense and defense. And Milton Williams from Louisiana Tech, I think.
That's what's up, you know.
So
it's a lot of rest for your draft this year. That's good. That's very good.
Help me breathe just a little bit.
Not me, nigga.
Well,
Kenny, I tuned the fuck into the draft the first night, asking myself, how will you motherfuckers disappoint me this season? Well, they drafted Kyle Pitts, the tight end out of Florida. I said, well, goddamn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, maybe y'all try to get y'all shit together. We do need a tight end. We do need a tight end very badly. And Kyle Pitts is not only a tight end, he is very much another wide receiver, essentially.
Yeah.
He's a bully. He is a much better Vernon Davis. You think about that. No, like literally, that's what I told Lola Bear. Like she had texted me and she was like, all I know is pain, talking about the Falcons as a franchise. I said, Sid, we drafted a guy I watched every Saturday this past season. Matt Ryan's bum ass got another wide receiver playing tight end, and I remain a Falcons fan for now. So until that point, I was like, all right, I'm still in. All right, you know, I'm good. Well, these motherfuckers decided they want to trade down their pick. I was like, you know, this is getting goddamn ridiculous. I don't understand the logic in trading down. I don't. Because what if you trade down, right? Trying to get bonus like in the next round, but that guy you wanted in the second round ends up getting picked. All right, shit out of luck. Now you got, you know, redirect your entire fucking draft board.
Mm-hmm.
Watermelon tastes like goddamn Robitussin. I strongly prefer the strawberry one better.
Not Robitussin. Yeah.
What in the fuck is an SAF? Oh, safety. All right. So
bro, what? Wow. Okay.
So I got a safety and Richie Grant out of UCF, in which, all right, I like that pick too, because UCF had a pretty solid defense in the past few years, and it was a defense that led to an undefeated season. So, all right, I'll take Richie Grant. Well, we need an offensive line. Third round, we got Jalen Mayfield out of Michigan. Cool. I'm all right with that. I don't think that was, a good offensive tackle pick, but if it fits the scheme, it should work well, right?
Right.
Sure. All right. Good. Well, we needed a cornerback. We got in Darren Hall, San Diego State, round 4, pick 3rd. I guess. Yeah, I mean, it really, a cornerback from a small college can be as good as a cornerback coming from a big college. So again, I guess. Well, we got another offensive lineman and Drew Dahlman out of Stanford. All right, okay pick. Then 5th round, we got Taquan Graham out of Texas, defensive tackle. Okay, I can dig it. We needed that.
Mm-hmm.
We got another 5th round pick. Oof. All right. Okay. Adeta Kumbo Agundeji out of Notre Dame. Did I do it right?
I think you did very well.
Sure. Yeah, I hope so. And then we had 3 picks in the 5th round, so we got Avery Williams out of Boise State, cornerback, in which, fine, whatever. And then we got Frank Darby out of Arizona State as our last pick at round 6. You know what we didn't pick up, Kenny?
A quarterback.
A quarterback, Kenny. We didn't pick up a quarterback. And I hopped on Google and saw a news story. Like, you know how Google has a little like news stories under the search bar and shit?
Right.
Well, I see a news story that the Falcons signed AJ McCarron to back up Matt Ryan.
Lord.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I have had a fucking enough. It's time to get off the Falcons narcotic. I hereby officially denounce my Atlanta Falcons fandom. But with that being said, I'm no longer a fan of football teams. And honestly, I don't think I should be a fan of teams anymore. I should just enjoy the sport if I still can. Because I just can't do it anymore. I can't do the disappointment. I've been disappointed for the last like 20 something years of my life, bro. Like, enough's enough.
I think you might just need to, like how great coaches do. Just take a break.
No,
from the game for a second. Let your thoughts clear, and then if you want to evaluate, if you want to get back a team, sure. If you don't, then don't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I honestly think
no.
I don't think the Falcons winning the Super Bowl is going to bring me back. I don't think so. Because that just proves to me that I just have shitty luck in general. Like, that's a personal thing. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to evaluate my entire life as a whole. If that shit happens, if I renounce my fandom, and if I can turn around and win the goddamn Super Bowl next year, just
I don't think that's gonna happen. But
it's not. But still, like,
if it did happen, that'd be very terrible. That'd be very terrible.
I just simply give up on life. Like,
I mean, it could be worse. You could be a Bengals fan.
You said what?
You could be a Bengals fan.
That's fair. I don't know.
Or worse than that, a Detroit fan.
That I know. No.
Yeah, it could be worse.
So that being said, the reason why I'm denouncing my fandom is this, right? Here's the way I look at it. The grand scheme of things. Because Kyle Pitts was a hell of a bell and whistle Y'all had me in the first quarter. I mean,
Yeah.
y'all had me in the first half. You know what I'm saying? So Kyle Pitts was a hell of a bell of whistle. However, you look at the grand scheme of things. You have a 36-year-old quarterback that you signed to a contract extension, in which is a sign that you are trying to rebuild your offense off of, and you're trying to get rid of your best receiver, in which, fair enough, he's injury prone, but again, he's your best receiver. Nope, it's time. It is time. Like my thing is that they really are buying the fact that quarterbacks can last till they 40 and shit now.
Yeah.
That's another reason why Tom Brady needs to retire, because they got these other gassed up quarterbacks, mediocre as hell, but thinking they can, do something. Put it to you like this, Kenny. Matt Ryan is the 16th in the NFL in QBR rating. How many teams are there in the NFL, Kenny?
13.
That's my point. Like, literally, average. In the literal sense.
Literally average.
And you sign him to a contract extension. And he should be retiring in the next 2 to 3 years.
Right. But
And
you gotta remember, there's still ways to get young QBs nowadays.
And you have no successor at the moment. Your successor is AJ McCarron.
But again, I hear you, but you gotta remember, it's still ways to get young QBs today too. Like you can trade for a young QB anytime.
I don't buy it. Not with that team, not with that organization. Listen. They're going to rally behind Matt Ryan until the wheels fall off. And when the wheels fall off, they're not going to be prepared. I don't think they will be. And they're going to rely on AJ McCarron for 2 seasons until they find the right quarterback.
And they might just be waiting on next year's draft too. Who knows? Never know. I'm just saying scenarios that could play out.
Coming out of that year.
Hmm?
And who knows who's coming out of next season's draft, because we were all patiently waiting for this season's draft.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So now I got to do like a rough evaluation of who could possibly be going to the draft next year. And then not only that, how good they are, which isn't a problem to me because college football is a secondary religion of mine. But still, it's a grind.
Yeah.
But until further notice or indefinitely, I can't do it anymore. I simply can't. And already, like, people are like, yeah, you should join this bandwagon. It's like, listen, I'm not joining any of your favorite teams' bandwagons out of your convincing, because when it comes to sports, I hate you all. And I mean that shit. You too, Kenny.
Why me?
Because you're an Eagles fan.
So what? What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? Why do people hate us so much? It's crazy.
Because y'all hate yourselves, okay? Y'all hate everything. Y'all hate love. Y'all hate you. Y'all hate me. All right?
You have to remember that the city hadn't won anything since 1960.
City of brotherly hatred.
Yes, and the only time they really give us credit is for the time we formed together with Pittsburgh to form the Eagles. And they kind of like rid us off back in them old, 1960 titles when Chuck McNair was running stuff. Because it was before Super Bowl. And like, it was like, oh, that doesn't count. That was before Super Bowl era. I'm like, ah. So you got to think all that time not having one.
Doesn't count. Damn shame indeed. Because the Browns will be the shit right now as a franchise.
I'm telling you. See?
Thanks to Otto Graham and Jim Brown.
Yeah, see? So you gotta remember like where the city coming from. Like, yeah, we won, but it's like we want some respect, goddamn it. We need to keep winning. You know what I'm saying? Because I explained this to you off air about my beef with Washingtonian fans and how they haven't been relevant for 20 years. But every time we get into a debate, and they just recently started beating us consistently, so they say, oh, y'all don't have but one title. First, it was 0. Oh, y'all don't got no rings. Even though we sweeping them every year, constantly in the playoff. We went to 5 straight NFC championships, well, 5. And we get referred to as the poor man's Buffalo Bills. Do you know how terrible that is? A poor man's Buffalo Bills. Buffalo got to the show.
Not as terrible as
4 in a row.
Motherfuckers. So you get my point. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Listen. Listen.
And boy, did we choke for you motherfuckers. Choke, we did.
Oh, you talk about
a jolly good choking.
You talk about the Vic one, or you talk about divisional?
Man, kiss my ass, though.
No, I'm trying to. I was trying to have a real conversation about the game.
Go to hell. That's my response to that.
I was trying to
go to hell.
I apologize. I was just trying to have a real talk about the game. I understand it on a much deeper level now. I apologize for asking you to come over here. I understand it on a much deeper level now. Oh man.
Necessary.
I understand it totally now. I get it. Man. Again, you could have been a Vikings fan too. And probably would have felt just as bad. You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't make me feel any better.
You said what?
This doesn't make me feel any better.
But they have a documentary about how they did not win.
Nah, you know what? No, let's move on. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Atlanta doesn't have that.
Shut up. I don't want to talk about it. Number 3, whoops.
Oh, they do. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make my brother feel better. What the hell?
It is doing the opposite of helping.
I'm failing miserably, but I want to help so bad. Number 3. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, now I'm gonna be feeling like a terrible friend.
As you should.
No, I shouldn't.
So we're really doing this Mayweather-Paul fight?
I don't want to hear about another Paul. I don't want to hear about Logan Paul, Jake Paul,
Paul Phoenix,
Cliff Paul, Paul Horning, Paul White, Paul McCartney. I don't hear about another Paul. I'm sick of Jake and Logan Paul. Like after WrestleMania, like that really grinded my gears. Like he has no presence there at all. Like none. And then they're like have a little segment when they like pan to the camera. He's all like, whoa. I'm like, dude, this dude is a douchebag. Like, look at him. Oh, like, bro, you don't care nothing about what's going on. I'm like, bro.
I feel like what 50 once said on Little Tucci on I want to say it was Tucci Radio, I believe it's called, hosted by Lil Wayne. and which I posted on Instagram. he he the champion until you run out of that money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How ridiculous would it be?
50 is undefeated,
Floyd
undisputed.
Mayweather Jr. comes out of retirement for this fight, thus risking his undefeated streak.
And his entire legacy.
And he loses.
He gonna throw away his entire legacy.
And to me, it's gonna count. Whether you like it or not.
Oh yeah.
I'm one of those people. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is this. Is it a boxing match? Yes. It very much is. So
are you going off your professional record? Yes.
Yes, you are.
Even if it is an exhibition.
Exhibition, these nuts. How about
that? It's an exhibition. It's for charity. No, it counts.
Yeah, it counts in my book. This is going on your record. What is it? 53-0?
Yeah.
Something like that. If he wins, I'll count it as 54-0. Might as well be like, it didn't count. No, I count. It's 54-0. Like, that's that on that. However, if he loses, 53-1. And there's not a damn thing you can tell me about it. He was like, but it was an exhibition match. No.
Oh, he's 50-0.
I'm like, you tell me if that was an exhibition or not. That was some real fight there, buddy. Okay?
Right.
I ain't shit.
Nope.
Also, while we're on the subject, is this Mike Tyson Lennox Lewis match really going to happen?
No.
No, it is.
If it is, part of me wants to watch it, part of me doesn't.
Part of me does want to watch it because
I'm like 22.
Jones Jr. fight that Mike Tyson still got it. However, the one thing that Lennox Lewis still got is reach. So
Yeah.
That's so really fun to watch to me, nonetheless. Yeah, they're old and washed. I don't give a shit about that. Besides, you know what's better than primal motherfuckers beating the absolute shit out of each other? Washed motherfuckers attempting to beat the shit out of each other. It's just much better.
I mean, look at what we got with Wash George Foreman. Wash George Foreman came back, got endorsements with grills, his own video game. He was hot.
He was going crazy.
Yeah.
So.
And wait, before I make that joke, you said I could all bets were off on a certain joke.
Oh no.
And I want to make sure that joke that's still up to date, correct?
Correct.
And it brought about a beautiful meme of Tiffany Haddish being called Watch George Foreman, in which I am inclined to agree. It makes it worse. The Mad Devil just stick up like boom, like damn, Big George coming to the ring.
Due to what we've recently found out about Tiffany Haddish, it doesn't work the butter. However, I am still a bit disappointed in you, Kenny. I just want to let you know that.
I understand your disappointment, but that joke is entirely too funny. If it were up to me, I would have, the screen share of the picture together and let the people decide for themselves.
Blowing straight in their eyes, like, which is which? Like, no. Oh, God no.
There you go.
You wrote into the shit.
Come on in. Come on in. You can do it with Babé Ruth. I can do it with Big George and Tiffany Haddish.
Oh, shit. Fuck it, I'm in here. No.
Oh my God. What did that noggin think of? You want to tell the public?
That was 3 count.
Making his way to the ring. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Hey, can you imagine she just took the moniker Big Tiffany Haddish with her like on tour?
All right, Kenny, I'm begging you to move on to the next section.
You see it. It's hilarious. That's all I need. Okay.
I say. Now. So I'm on Facebook, yeah. And I made a deal with essentially my friends list, my entire friends list. In which these motherfuckers be nuts about comic movies. Like the comic genre goes crazy on my timeline. I've noticed for years now at this point. So I have finally given in, and under the condition that you all watch the product, I have started the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Kenny has been joining along with me as we start this off. I've roped him into it. He's seen the majority of the movies because he's one of the people that's been pestering me about it. Well, he doesn't pester me about it, but he talks about it. So I figure he'd be my guide in all this. I start off with Captain America, and we had fun with this one, Kenny. So, first and foremost, your man Steve Rogers. Your man trying to enlist in the army, and he lying like a motherfucker over and over again. Well, I don't realize that until later. My first look at Steve Rogers, and they they looking up all the illnesses he got and shit. This motherfucker had everything wrong with his ass, bro. Like, your man's had asthma. Your man's had scarlet fever. I said, damn, people still get that at that time? Wow. Well, that stopped around. Hey, that was around what? The Second World War? I thought that stopped around at least the First World War. God damn. So, so when they bring them in to do the little like training or whatever for it or whatever, they watching them. Your man's is doing a terrible job in the physical training. Just awful. Then not only that, there's this asshole that like just keeps fucking with him too. So that never helps. You know what I'm saying? Your man's doing the little crawl under the little barbed wire. Your man's kicked out a support to the barbed wire, dropped it all over Steve. I was like, I don't know if he get his ass whooped. Sure enough. Yeah, Agent Carter got that ass. I said, yeah. Got it, girl. So I looked at all this. I said, he's washed as hell, but yet they said he's perfect for this. I don't know. Then I watched these idiots try to climb the fucking pole to grab the flag. I was like, what is happening here? And then your man Steve just finally like gains all of his breath finally and takes the motherfucking bolt out and the flag drops. I said, oh, okay, I see why. I get it now. I get it. I said, Hodge is an idiot. I get it now. All right, that makes sense. I go, also, so we get to that one scene where they're going into like the little shop or whatever to get to the agency and shit. I was like, oh shit, call and response passwords go crazy. Like the old lady had that motherfucking thing on her under the table. I was like, oh shit, this shit's dope. So they put him in that motherfucking generator and shit. And like as the joke get ready to start, as fucking as Howie Stark about the like starts cranking the shit, I go, what if that generator joke blew him up? I don't know if you heard me saying any of this. Every note that I've written down for this, I either said out loud or I was thinking that shit. So if I wasn't saying it out loud, Kitty, and you heard me giggling, that's what was happening.
Yeah. Thank you.
However, your man Steve came out of that motherfucking generator. Agent Carter was ready to risk it all. Mm-hmm. She walked up, she's like, ooh.
She get the fun.
Let me tell you something about Captain America. So
change your eyes.
So then, as I'm like looking at all this, it hit me. Steve Rogers equals Steve Austin. What? I said Captain America. What? Equals $6 million man. So there's that. So like my nigga Erskine became my nigga when before Steve went to the generator. And everybody's like, you know, we gotta drink to this. And you know, they had the discussion. And he's like, oh yeah, I forgot. You gotta process it tomorrow. You can't drink. It's like, oh, I guess we'll drink afterwards. Like, drink afterwards? I'm drinking now. I was like, oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Like, all right, I'm invested in you, my guy. You're the dude. And then they got my nigga Erskine. I said, God damn it, man.
That's why he drunk it now.
So it's bullshit. Yo, I mean, it was like, get ready to fucking, they were on the, like, they were getting low. The motherfuckers that got Erskine, fucking Agent Carter just picking the motherfuckers off dead. I said, motherfucking Agent Carter thinks she Arthur Morgan. I said, slow down. And the motherfucking little pinpoint. Oh. I was like, go the fuck ahead, dog. Meanwhile, this motherfucking Steve chasing the goddamn car on foot. I was like, get the fuck out of here. And man trying to turn the corner, he can't stop me. Right into a motherfucking shot. I was like, Steve can't control his speed. He's going crazy. So finally, Steve catch up because, right? At a motherfucking shipyard. Man's at a dock, and he grabbed a motherfucking kid holding his hostage. Once he realized motherfucking Steve not stopping for shit, so he took the kid. I was not ready for that shit. I was like, all right, we got a movie here, buddy. We're early in the game still. So we get to the part where like these motherfuckers on the plane and shit. Stark fucking flying the plane. And you know how Starks get down, you know their demeanor. So he talked about inviting Agent Carter out for fondue and shit. So Steve looked at Agent Carter, goes, "So is it true? You how we fond doing it?" I said, he asked a question you don't want to know the answer to, bro. That was your first mistake, Steve. So like she like trying to low key deny the shit. She trying to like, give him the old run around. I'm like, no. Answer the question. You and Howie fine doing it. I want answers. So we get to the part where these motherfuckers like they encounter who I call Super Hitler. The character name is Schmidt, but I call him Super Hitler. that's essentially who he was. You know what I'm saying? So these motherfuckers fighting Super Hitler and shit. And it's notable that Schmidt's losing. All right. So he just like literally self-destructs the entire fucking like building or setting, wherever they were. I forget. I'm sorry. So my note was fourth quarter, you losing, air that bitch out. And that's what Super Hitler did. When in doubt, air that shit out. I said, I don't like the method, but I respect the strategy. So, your man's like having a conversation because he pulled up the motherfucking the fucking mask.
Mm-hmm.
I said, no, that shit blew my mind. I was not ready for that. I'm not gonna lie. I was not. And I don't know why I wasn't ready for it. I don't know if that was a new character or if that was like a set of fucking Captain America comics that I've never read, but I wasn't ready for that shit. So he took his mask off. I said, "Oh shit, he ain't got no face." And then I hit the motherfucking schoolboy cue, blank face.
But you know what?
Also, about to add, while this motherfucking like Bucky a real one, you know what I'm saying? And we learned this early in the game for protecting Steve's identity as Captain America. You know, all the other army dudes like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? He like, yeah, that's Captain America. Yeah, that's not my buddy Steve Rogers at all. You don't know this guy. It's like, all right. So, like, it was one scene where motherfucking Captain America getting his shit rocked. And then this nigga Bucky was in the cut. I said, oh shit, it's a scary sight. So I don't lie to you. A bit of the like bits and pieces of this movie are very vague for me, and the nose like kept me on track. So that's another thing. So so they motherfucking captured Dr. Zola or whatever and threw him in the motherfucking the little interrogation room. I said they gotta do Dr. Zola like they did Opie and Sons of Anarchy, dog. They just gotta. Nah, but nonetheless, like motherfucking Tommy Lee Jones. That's another thing. Tommy Lee Jones, the fucking general. That had me crying, bro. This is the perfect motherfucker to play an army general, dog. Just like his demeanor, how he talks in general. He talked like a drill sergeant. Like anytime I think of Tommy Lee Jones, he's talking like he's a general in the army. Men in Black.
Mm-hmm.
What's that one movie he was in? Motherfucking Christina Milian was in the movie. God,
Bring
I
It
love
Down
the
the
movie.
House.
Huh?
No. What is it? Is it not Bring It Down the House? What is it? Something with the house. I can't remember, but I know what you're talking about. They're like at campus.
Nah, to break my brain because I legit like that movie funny as shit to me.
That is hilarious. I just can't remember the name of it. That is hilarious.
We gonna figure this shit out real quick. We gotta take a brief pause.
Pause for the cause.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Man of the House, there it is.
Man,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
knew something with house.
He like didn't he like save Agent Carter ass or whatever?
Yeah.
Something like that. Nonetheless, they had a moment. I was like, now's not the time for pussy, Cap. Like, wow, right now. Come on. Like, lives are at stake here, B. Relax.
Right.
Then, you know,
I believe Tommy Lee Jones was in Small Soldiers.
holy shit, he was! He was one of the fucking soldiers. See? Tommy Lee Jones is an army general.
But then if I really wanted to ruin,
he had like a
but if I really wanted to ruin Tommy Lee Jones, I could tell you another movie he was in, but I'm not gonna do it.
Do it. Do it, you coward.
He starred in the movie Cobb.
Ski-woo! But yikes! Oops. Not all of them can be good ones, right? Not all of them can be.
Lord, take it away.
Not all of them can be gold. You know. Well, hey, it is what it is. However, further down the scene, Cap get ready to go save the world, and then Agent Carter want to have a moment. I said, "Now's the time, not the time for dick, Carter."
Yeah, man,
are being ridiculous. Lives are at stake. Shit. I would never. Hey, y'all having motherfucking moments. I wouldn't put my life in y'all hands. Get out of here.
Me.
I look at all this and be like, yeah, this doesn't happen. Meanwhile, motherfucking Tommy Lee goes, I ain't kissing you. I said, fine, Tommy Lee, you hating ass nigga. Then we get to the part where motherfuckers is like airborne beating the shit out of each other and shit. He loses his goddamn shield at least a good 6,000 feet ago from that drop. He's still dropping and shit and managed to find the shield. I said, God damn it, even when that shield's far away, it's never too far. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. This is ridiculous. Like all you know, that's been that pisses me off about the superhero genre. It's too much shit that like makes you go, all right, this is just downright ridiculous. But then they also give us shit like this is just fucking awesome. And that's what my notes reflect. So, with that being said, I give Captain America 9 out of 10. All right. Why does it miss a point? Well, for starters, that fucking shield. That really wholeheartedly blew the shit out of me. I'm like, come on, man, this is ridiculous. This is goddamn ridiculous. Like, I know you developed the shield or whatever, and you like redesigned it and shit, but now the shield got powers. Why ain't y'all telling me this? Like, why? Where was that part? Y'all ain't mentioned that. Y'all ain't even insinuated it. To my knowledge, like, that's not fair. Then not only that, Bucky dies. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of that. That's that shit I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Now I know Bucky eventually comes back to life, but my thing is I don't know how. You know what I'm saying? So now I gotta get to Bucky coming back to life and being the goddamn Winter Soldier. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. That's what I'm told at least. But nonetheless, I gotta get there. So with that being said, given how many views we get, you know what? 25 views. We watch Captain Marvel next week.
Make it happen, coward.
Because Captain America, it was like I said, it was good. It kept my attention. You know what I'm saying? I ain't realized it was going to keep my attention like that once I realized the comedy and the shit. Like, Honestly, my thing is once I find the comedy in things, like once I find things that are funny, you got me into it. Like I said, I think Erskine. I was like, yeah, I'm sold. And then they killed Erskine. I said, son of a bitch. However, final thoughts, Kenny.
I, for one, am ecstatic that you are excited about going on this journey.
I didn't
And
say I was excited.
I'm hoping.
Hold on now, Kenny. Let's not get my emotions misconstrued.
I am excited that you are finding intrigue in
There
the
we go.
movies.
That's the word.
Is that better? Because I just know you're going to enjoy it very much. And I, sir, am honored to be a part of this ride with you. Because, buddy, it's going to be great.
Listen, you would think Captain America was going to go, all right, I'm in on all this. I'm still a skeptic. So, like,
I know, but that's how that's your makeup.
My coworker homie Jose, he told me that Captain Marvel, because he asked me, are you doing it by release date or are you doing it by timeline? I was like, I'm a chronological motherfucker. I like things in chronological order and timeline because I'm a history buff. So I'm going by timeline order. So he was like, so you would probably be doing Captain Marvel next. He was like, that joke's good. He's like, I like what they shit, I'm trying to remember what exactly he said. He's like, I like the superhero. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I like Captain Marvel as a superhero. He's like, I don't like how they like depicted her in the movie. Like, you know how in superhero movies, it's like, big boobs, I can fight, and I'm hot.
Yeah.
It's like he's like I kind of hate that trope. I was like, nah, I feel you on that. It's like you're supposed to be building goddesses here. It's like I'd love to see a flat chested superhero. That way you can't, focus on that. You have to actually focus on the movie. That'd be nice. But only like the real will actually pay attention to the movie. The sex appeal is what brings in the casual fans. So it is what it is, And it did the same thing with Wonder Woman. It also helps that Gal Gadot is gorgeous. So there's that. Final thoughts, Kenny? Wait.
I just did it. It's your turn.
I think I just had a stroke.
So many quotables for the episode title. So many quotables. I don't even know what the count is anymore.
I think I might have just had a stroke. Oh my God. No. So my final thought is this, right? If I may revisit my final thought from last week, partially. Depending on how well versed you are on Mortal Kombat, is how much you're going to enjoy the movie. Essentially. And there's some people that are like, yeah, the like action was dope, but the storyline was terrible. And it's like, on one side, you may be right. On the other side, it's a reasonable way to reel you into more sequels. Because people tend to forget, right? We're now in the climate where we can start doing video game adaptations and turn them into movies. Back in the 90s, you had your regular Mortal Kombat, your Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Do you remember what Scorpion and Sub-Zero looked like in that jump? literally like from Mortal Kombat 1. That's exactly what they look like. So it's like it's a huge progress in the technology and the design of these characters. What I didn't like for real was the fact that they like added it. They like try to softball in a uh pretty much a created character in order to be the main character. It's like we all know that the canic winner of these Mortal Kombat tournaments is Liu Kang. So you focus on Liu Kang. Well, not focus on, but have
Make
the
him the main.
it's the plot be from his point of view. So that just makes the most sense out of that. However, you have the main people, like the main people involved, like and to cause the set the tournament up for Mortal Kombat or shit for the first movie. Then you bring in additional characters for the sequel. That way you can bring in more characters for the next sequel. It all comes to the fact of the matter that you have room for more movies. So this could be a franchise. You just gotta be patient with it. You know what I'm saying? They try to tell you not a fully new story, but they're trying to tell you like solid story using that universe. And I think that that's good. It like the Mortal Kombat reboot is technically a like reboot of Mortal Kombat 1. It's just a like new storyline essentially. Like it's the same storyline, but there are a lot of changes to it, I guess you could say. So it's like give it a chance, is what I'm saying. It's like, is the acting bad? I can't call it. Again, I'm a wrestling fan. Acting's just acting to me at this point. You know what I'm saying? It just is. I could tell when you're like phoning it in. I could tell when you're trying hard. I could tell when it's seamless. So do what thou wilt with that information. So, however, bring it home, Kenny.
With that being said, my name is Kenneth Whitaker, aka Hendrik Solo, the original owner of the Millennium Falcon. I don't need the force to fly this here ship.
It's 23 skidoo, 24, 25.
AKA Last Black Jedi. Do or do not. There is no try. You can only do it.
I don't know if you had anything for that, to be honest.
No, I didn't. I just wanted to tell you can only do it.
Cool,
the only thing stopping you is yourself. Yeah. AKA Mr. Go Slick Vodka. Yo, I think I know which site I'm going to subscribe to. The Fantastic Voyage. The Fantastic Voyage.
Fantastic.
You should get something with a less dirty sounding name. Like Perfect 10. Perfect 10. That could be a variety of things. Which he does have a point. That man Evan was always bringing up valid points throughout the entirety of this movie, and I'm here for it. But I also agree with Seth sometimes. Like sometimes you just gotta go for it. But
honestly, a lot of valid points were brought up by both of those characters.
Correct.
For different occasions they apply to.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Correct indeed. AKA Nacho Man, I'm a savage. Ooh, yeah. See, the one thing the Nacho Man always knows, is that the Nacho Man has to be prepared for everything. Yeah, even when it doesn't look like the Nacho Man's on top. I'm always perfectly perched at pole position because the macho man always tries to be the number one, but the one thing that they can't let be number one in Gene is that the thoughts are in his pocket again because I thought always tries to find a way to sneak away in, and the Nacho Man would let that happen off the top rope, elbow drop for the pin. Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Nacho Man. I'm a Savage. We're live at ringside. Back to you, Gorilla.
Put my shrimp lo mein down, yeah. Oh, it's got some.
Yeah, let me get some of that.
AKA Lamar L. Jackson, who runs a double reverse. I don't want to run an option.
I don't need more blocking. I need more receivers.
Yes, that's a rough penalty, and I hope they burn in hell. Only right that he returned. And aka the very sexual, the very tight,
very tight, yes.
Austin Powers Faja.
Wait, is Faja?
Dad is Faja.
Ah. Factor.
I want my baby. I want my baby. Jelly baby back rib.
What was the last thing you said?
That's what I said was Chili's baby back ribs.
You were just still laughing when my connection went unstable. Good. Great. Oh, yeah, that's right. No more Vince Black Man.
Yeah, see, you were waiting at this bitch like he doesn't even know it's the end. Is he so used to him being at the end?
Force a habit, baby. Force a habit.
Hey.
My name is Carlos Crawford, aka Dancing on Top of the In Your House stage. It's Chin Music Charlie, aka Thick Flair. I'm looking at 146 different dishes to choose from because I know how to eat and repeat. Woo! aka Snack Miller. Most of these motherfuckers are so easy to forget here. Toast to those who hold your own. I'm coast to post. The coast, the flow is cold as over coast. A blower spoke at police. Fuck 'em, we ain't never gonna trust them. Let me go free. Damn, I haven't heard that song in a long time. I'm so mad I deleted that shit. They should have released it. However, wait. Oh shit. How about high shit? I gotta chill. However, AK. Now coming to the mound, number 42, John Smokes. We're in the bottom of the first inning, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Smokes has pulled the blunt from his ear and the lighter from his sock. It's looking like we're in for a dandy today, everyone. An absolute pitcher's duel. AKA the idiom savant. I'm not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie. I heard that through the breaking up of the connection.
Where's your volume, Kenny?
Volume's here. The connection just went out.
Taking the piss. All right, so to bring it on home, AKA Haystack West. All right, y'all hang back. I'll talk to Tevez. Who the hell are you? You hear about a Rooster West? Sí, Army Negro Gringo. That's hilarious irony. I'm actually one of his sons. I was actually tasked to talk to some legends around these parts about Chico Gonzalez. He's getting a book written about him, I suppose. Got any info on him? I'm not gonna give you any quote without you doing something for me, Chico. I'll tell you what. I'll shove your pig shit. You give me a story. Sound good? All right, fine. Get to it then. I don't know why they're making a story about Chico. I'm the one they should make a story about. I was a killer's killer. I killed men, women, children. I'll even kill rocks. How do you... Hey, mister, I'm about done here, and I still got no story about Gonzalez. I said I was going to give you a story, not about Chico. Is that so? Okay. What you doing? You better not put that stick of dynamite in that pile of sheet. No! No! Well, look at that, Senor Tevez. You're stuck in the shitstorm. Get it? No, Chico. It's you that's gonna get it. Joe!
Surprise,
A knife? He brought a knife to a gunfight? Ladies and gentlemen, in the upcoming weeks, we get to the conclusion of this mini story of gathering a story about Chico Gonzalez. If you've been listening to the podcast in recent weeks, this is a side job for our heroes. All right, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're gonna end up killing Chico at the end. So you know the ending. We just gotta get there, all right? Let's get there. Like,
let's get there together.
You'll never figure out how we get there.
Lord have mercy.
Oh man. Oh boy. That's been episode 137. 7?
Yes, 137. 7?
Like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. Raise them views up. Dead ass, 25 views. We do Captain Marvel.
Raise them up.
Y'all's into the deal now. With that being said,
turn.
what Kenny said. All right. We're off this. We'll see you next week.
We're out.